Everyone, it's Reynald. So this video is going to walk through a small project that I worked on. It's essentially bare bones versions of Amazon. It's built with React and utilizes Firebase. Express is also utilized for handling payments with Stripe API. So let's begin by logging into the application first. All of the authentication is handled through Firebase as well. This is already an existing account, so I'm just signing in. Let's ignore that for now. Okay, so from here, once we're logged in, even if we're not logged in, we have the option of viewing through the items that already exist. Um, this is what I like to call the featured areas. And we scroll further down. It's all split out down by category. Um, from here, what we can do simply add to the basket. We have um, React notification, a library that I installed, essentially letting you know that it's been added to the cart. So from here, what we can do is I'm also utilizing React Elastic Carousel here, since we clearly can't show all the items. Whoops. Since we clearly can't show all the items here, we can use React Carousel just to view all of them at once. And if the user doesn't like the idea of seeing 3 at a time, you can view all of them, but it still does the same thing. Instead, it shows 10 at a time, but with pagination implemented. So at most, this has 20 items or 20 phones available in the database. I say database, but it's just hard-coded data. So from here, again, you can still add to the basket, real-time update of your cart. If you don't necessarily want to look at by category, you know what the item you want to look for. Let's say iPhone, you can use this input field. There is no iPhone for some reason. Oh, wait. Hold on. All right, there is no phone for some reason. So we'll stick to just generalized phones. And all of these are categorized by phone. As how I handle the filter is if it contains the word phone in its name, just return it. So in this case, we have cell phone. Cell phone. This is all being generated back. Still have the option of adding it to your cart. So let's say we're all ready for, or we want to review the items in our cart. You can just click the cart itself or the basket. And similar to Amazon's interface, we can view all of the items with each price, adding up the total, which is right now 217. You may have noticed some of these extra features here, like delivered to another gmail.com, Jersey City 07304, other things like today's deals along with the footer. And this order contains a gift. A lot of these are just hard-coded. It's just to simulate some of the features of Amazon. This was just a small project I was working on. I couldn't really implement everything Amazon had, which is pretty unrealistic by myself. So yeah, a lot of these are just hard-coded, just to show for demonstration purposes. In the basket itself, we can also increase the quantity, and it'll update the price as well. Let's say we wanted to check out. Good to go. Again, delivery address is just hard-coded. It's just a small feature just to simulate. But the items themselves, they're part of it. As for the payment method, I'm using Stripe API here, which is implemented through Express. So please don't put the actual credit card number here. Since I'm using Stripe API, we can just use their generic 424242 just to process the payment in the back end or in the Stripe API. Once we buy it, gets processed, then redirects us to the list of our orders. This was just the order that we made. This was just generated by Stripe API, and we're just using that order number. We're just utilizing that order number. Comes with the generic order total and all that good stuff, as well as the previous orders that we placed before. This was an account I utilized before, so we have previous orders. Another thing here is a really small feature, but since Amazon had it, I wanted to implement it myself. Back to top scroll feature. In case you're all the way at the bottom, you don't want to scroll all the way up. Um, you wanted to add stuff to the basket. Let's say you don't want to buy it now, you wanted to save it for later. Refresh the page, it persists. What else persists is the orders themselves, as you realized already from earlier. Um, and that's pretty much it. Um, yeah, thank you for watching.